Now, I want you to pause this right here. I want you to pause this right here. I want you to think about this, okay? Think about this as your family member. This could be your son, your nephew, your daughter, your grandmother, your dad. I want you to think about this in terms of someone in your family, someone you love. How would you feel about the actions that these people are taking? Roll it.
Get back! What? Get your hand on my phone. Guys, stop. Let go. Stop advancing! Stop advancing! It wasn't me. I was just following orders. Get back to You're a dumb. Is this who I make your fucking city safe? Back the fuck up! Into this side. Alright. Make sure you're not on this.
So look, those are people who, some of them I'm sure are anarchists or whatever, but those are people who get out there and they fight against, the powers that be all the time. And you got to do something. I believe that you have to do something. At least they are standing up and fighting back. Some of the folks in Chicago are fighting back as well. We showed you this man yesterday who they were trying to detain him, and he refused to let them put handcuffs on him. And then his neighbors and people on the street just really shamed the agents into letting them let this man go. And then they drove off with their tails tucked between their legs. The reason I let that video play out is because as I am here, I'm at a conference in New York City. It's a conference called Black Week that talks about issues, especially advertising and what we do now in streaming in the digital era, because there is no system that is set up to create a sort of ecosystem that supports people who believe in facts, people who are centered and maybe left. There's plenty on the right, and for people of color. And many of the people have not seen these images. They haven't seen them in corporate media. If they see them, it's just a report about, well, ICE is going to Chicago, ICE is going to Portland. Here's what the governor is suing the Trump administration, but they don't see all of these images because I'm being told that somehow the bosses are worried about these images coming out. Pam Bondi is testifying on ICE and the National Guard right now. Let's listen.
What's the secret? Why do you want to keep this secret? The American people don't know the rationale behind the deployment of National Guard troops in my state. The word is, and I think it's been confirmed by the White House, they are going to transfer Texas National Guard units to the state of Illinois. What's the rationale for that?
Yeah, Chairman, as you shut down the government, you voted to shut down the government, and you're sitting here, our law enforcement officers aren't being paid. They're out there working to protect you. I wish you loved Chicago as much as you hate President Trump. And currently, the National Guard are on the way to Chicago. If you're not going to protect your citizens, President Trump will.
I've been on this committee for more than 20 years. That's the kind of testimony you expect from this administration. A simple question as to whether or not they had a legal rationale for deploying National Guard troops becomes grounds for a personal attack. I think it's a legitimate question. It's my responsibility. She refuses to answer as to whether she had any conversation with the White House about deploying national troops to my state. That's an indication, I'm afraid, where we are politically in this place.
I appreciate what Dick Durbin said. He's too nice. He should have shut her ass down. Pam Bondi is a POS. Pam Bondi has no respect for the rule of law. She's dumb. She does anything that Donald Trump says. I would have said to her when she said, Donald Trump is working. Donald Trump is working and you're kissing his ass. Don't you have any shame for that? If she attacked him personally, I would have attacked her right back. As much as I hate Donald Trump, what about as much as you love Donald Trump and as much as you love kissing his ass? And so they think it's funny. And yes, Sarah Carter, she's a paid clown and a piece of shit. I can say it. Maybe Dick Durbin doesn't want to say it, but I certainly can say it. And then what this is all about now is, the Epstein files, right? They're trying to distract from that. What is in those files? Pam Bondi talking about the Epstein files.
In February, you made a public claim that the Epstein client list was, quote, sitting on my desk right now for review, end of quote. You then produced already public information and no client list at a major media event hosted at the White House. Attorney General Bondi, why did you publicly claim to have the Epstein client list waiting for your review and then produce nothing relevant to that claim?
Senator Durbin, if you listen to my entire clip on that, I said I had not reviewed it yet, that it was sitting on my desk along with the JFK files, the Martin Luther King files. And I said I had not yet reviewed it. And if you see our memo on Epstein, you will see, our memo on Epstein clearly points out that there was no client list, our July 6th memo.
That's not what we heard. I wish we had that soundbite. If you can find that soundbite. But that's not what she said.
The DOJ may be releasing the list of Jeffrey Epstein's clients. Will that really happen?
It's sitting on my desk right now to review. That's been a directive by President Trump. I'm reviewing that. I'm reviewing JFK files, MLK files. That's all in the process of being reviewed because that was done at the directive of the president from all of these agencies.
So have you seen anything that you said, oh my gosh?
Not yet.
Okay. Well, we'll check back with you.
Not yet. Do you believe that? Do you think they went through the Epstein files and didn't go through all of it? Not yet. Here is Pam Bondi on exactly all the things that she said. So I knew that was in there, that she was misleading Dick Durbin, because this is her on Fox News talking about the Epstein files.
What you're going to see, hopefully tomorrow, is a lot of flight logs, a lot of names. Everything's going to come out to the public. The public has a right to know. Americans have a right to know. There are tens of thousands of videos of Epstein with children.
Sounds like what Dick Durbin said was very legit. And it sounds to me like she lied. It sounds to me like Pam Bondi lied. Now, you can tell me what you think. This is Pam Bondi on being asked by Senator Whitehouse. Do you know if the FBI found photographs of Trump with half-naked young women in their search of Epstein's safe or premises? Here's that questioning.
Let me ask you something else. There's been public reporting that Jeffrey Epstein showed people photos of President Trump with half-naked young women. Do you know if the FBI found those photographs in their search of Jeffrey Epstein's safe or premises or otherwise? Have you seen any such thing?
You know, Senator Whitehouse, you sit here and make salacious remarks, once again trying to slander President Trump left and right, when you're the one who was taking money from one of Epstein's closest confidants, I believe, I could be wrong, correct me, Reid Hoffman, who was with Jeffrey Epstein on multiple occasions. And the senator sitting right next to you tried to block the flight logs from being released. Yet you're grilling me on President Trump and some photograph with Epstein? Come on.
The question is, did the FBI find those photographs that have been discussed publicly by a witness who claimed Jeffrey Epstein showed them to him? You don't know anything about that? Okay.
She doesn't know anything about that. But you guys, oh my gosh, you got to be ready for someone like her. And it's like, this is not about me. This is about you and the person that you are trying to protect, which is Donald Trump, who's in the Epstein files. Are you saying that he's not in the files? Is he not in the files? My name is not in the Epstein files. And Donald Trump and you collect a lot of checks from a lot of people. As a matter of fact, Pam Bondi, you took a $25,000 check from Donald Trump when you were running in Florida, and you dropped a lawsuit that you had filed against him in the Trump organization, reportedly. Like, you got to be ready for her, because she's going to lie and obfuscate and pretend that she is haughty and holier than thou, when the question is about you, and you are the one. Ma'am, I have not seen the files. You have seen the files. I have you here. We have you here to talk about what's in the files, not to make ad hominem personal attacks on people. So can you just answer the question? If you don't have an answer for the question, then say, I don't have an answer. But don't lie and obfuscate and personally attack people to distract.
Quarrel with you is to read somebody that you mentioned I never heard of.
Reid Hoffman.
So who gave the order to flag records related to President Trump?
To flag records for President Trump?
To flag any records which included his name.
I'm not going to discuss anything about that with you, Senator.
Eventually, you're going to have to answer for your conduct in this. You won't do it today, but eventually you will. I yield, Mr. Chairman.
Well, there you go. Now that's a feisty one. Thanks everyone for watching. Your support means the world to us. So make sure you hit the like button and you subscribe to our channel to make sure that you never ever miss a video. We're live every day, 10 a.m. Eastern time. We drop even more content at 2 p.m. Eastern and 5 p.m. Eastern. And if you want more Don Lemon Show content, we'd love for you to become a member of the Lemon community, where you will receive access to special community posts. You'll get exclusive content and members-only live shows. So head over to our channel page or click the join button on this video. Again, thank you for watching. We appreciate your love and your support, and we will see you next time.